Hello students, welcome again. Ranjan Srivastav here. I am your science teacher from Ikra Primary English Medium School branch. Now I am going to start again the same chapter number 2, which is part 3 of this chapter. Children, now we will study about balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day is our diet. For growth and maintenance of good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs in right quantities, not too much of one and not too little of the other. The diet should also contain a good amount of roughage and water. Such a diet is called a balanced diet. Balanced diet is a diet that contains a proper proportion of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, roughage and water necessary to maintain good health. It includes cereal and pulses, fruits and vegetables, meat, poultry and dairy products. Do you think that people of all ages need the same type of diet? Do you also think that what we needed for a balanced diet would have depend on the amount of physical work that we do? Prepare a chart of whatever you eat over a period of a week. Check whether all the nutrients mentioned are present in one or the other food items being eaten with a day or so. Pulses, groundnut, soya bean, sprouted seeds such as moong and Bengal gram. Fermented foods, South Indian food such as idlis, a combination of flours, missi roti, thepla made from cereals and pulses, banana, spinach, sattu, jaggery, available vegetables and other such foods provide many nutrients. Therefore, one can eat a balanced diet without expensive food materials. So children, for having a balanced diet, you should eat more of grains and cereals, fruits and vegetables and less of fats, oil, sugar and salt. Now it's the time to find, are you taking a balanced diet? Remember, junk food and unhealthy diet will make you fat, lazy. You will suffer from such as diseases, diabetes and heart problem. You will become unhappy and sad. And whereas a balanced diet will make you healthy, full of energy, you will have good memory, happy mood always, and thus you will become the student of the year. Some point you need to keep in mind while making food. Eating the right kind of food is not enough. It should also be cooked properly so that its nutrients are not lost. Are you aware that some nutrients get lost in the process of cooking and preparations? If the vegetables and fruits are washed after cutting or peeling them, it may result in the loss of some vitamins. The sink of many vegetables and fruits contain vitamins and minerals. Similarly, repeated washing of rice and pulses may remove some vitamins and minerals present in them. We all know that cooking improves the taste of food and makes it easier to digest. At the same time, cooking also results in the loss of certain nutrients, many useful proteins and considerable amounts of minerals are lost if excess water is used during cooking and it's then thrown away. Vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heat during cooking. Would it not be sensible to include some fruits and raw vegetables in our diet? Bhuja thought that fats would be the best food to eat all the time. A katori of fat will give much more energy than a katori of carbohydrate rich food, isn't it? So, he ate nothing but food rich in fats, fried foods like samosa and puri, such as snacks, malai, rabdi, and peda, such as sweets. Do you think that he was right? No, of course not. It can be very harmful for us to eat too much of fat rich foods and we may end up suffering from a condition called obesity. So students, food must be cooked properly because sometimes nutrients get destroyed in the process of cooking and preparations. For example, vitamin C get destroyed while cooking. So do not wash fruits and vegetables after cutting or peeling them. Do not wash rice and pulses many times before cooking. Do not throw excess water of our cooked food. For example, dal. Do not overcook and do not heat food again and again. Understood everyone? Student, you are thinking that what will happen if we don't eat variety of food? The answer is deficiency diseases. A person may be getting enough food to eat, but sometimes the food may not contain a particular nutrient. If this continues over a long period of time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. Deficiency of one or more nutrient can causes diseases or disorders in our body. Diseases that occur due to the lack of nutrients over a long period are called deficiency diseases. So children, lack of one or more nutrient over a long period of time lead to deficiency diseases. If a person does not get enough proteins in his or her food for a long time, he or she is likely to have stunt growth, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases and diarrhea. If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and proteins for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. Such a person becomes very lean and thin and so weak that he or she may not even be able to move. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in table 2.3. All deficiency diseases can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. In this chapter, we ask ourselves the reason why widely varying food from different regions had a common distribution. The distribution we find ensures that our meals have a balanced diet of the different nutrients needed by the body. So children, for example, if your diet is deficiency protein, you may suffer from stunt growth, that is short height, swelling of face, discoloration of hair, that is white hair, skin diseases and diarrhea. And if your diet is deficient both protein and carbohydrates, your growth may stop completely. You will become very thin and lazy, and you may not be able to walk properly. Now, we will see some of the other deficiency disorders due to deficiency of different vitamins. So, students, let's see this table. In this table, vitamin A deficiency lead to poor vision and night blindness, whereas vitamin B1 deficiency leads to beriberi. You suffer from weak muscles and have very little energy to work. Vitamin C deficiency causes scurvy. It's lead to bleeding gums and wounds take longer to heal. Vitamin D deficiency causes rickets, which lead to soft and bent bones. Calcium deficiency causes bone and tooth decay. Iodine deficiency causes goiter, that is glands in the neck, appear swollen. It also leads to mental disability in the children. Iron deficiency leads to anemia. You always feel weak and tired. So it's very important to take balanced diet to prevent deficiency diseases. With this, we completed second chapter of our book. I hope that you have understood nicely. Okay, thank you very much. Take care.